Momofuku is a rebellious culinary empire that redefined modern dining. A place where highbrow meets lowbrow and umami reigns supreme. At Momofuku, the rules only exist to be broken. A little punk rock, a little fine dining, and a whole lot of delicious. From humble beginnings as a noodle bar in New York City to one of the busiest restaurants on the Las Vegas Strip, Momofuku seats about 1,000 people a day on average. You'll never forget the first time you tried their bao buns.
All right, Chef James is going to give us a tour of Momofuku.
No matter how pretentious or uncultured your palate may be, the menu at Momofuku will leave you speechless. All this to say that a great kitchen needs a great chef. James Bailey isn't just running a kitchen. He's steering a warship. Through the high seas of fire, pressure, and impossibly high standards, he speaks in orders, and they land like gospel. His crew moves with the kind of precision that only comes with a great amount of trust, a great amount of discipline, and knowing that failure isn't an option. In the chaos, he's the calm. Eyes sharp, hands steady, pushing boundaries without losing control. Great chefs don't just cook. They lead, they inspire, and when the night is over, they stand at the pass like a general, surveying the battlefield, victorious once again.
Buns also here with noodles. It's kind of the empire that Momofuku is built off of, so very, very, very important statements. This way, this is hot appetizers. A lot of saute pickups, a lot of fry pickups. It's kind of like introductory bar / open kitchen. It's really amazing to be here too, because you get to interact with guests and have that amazing conversation with them. And then. This is large formats. So this is kind of like 3 stations in one. We have wheel, or technically like internal expo. We've got grill, and then you have ovens. So things like our boson, our duck, our fish, our tandoori chicken. It all comes from here. Grilled items, of course, like our steaks, Iberico pork, and then somebody really manning the wheel, kind of directing and delegating these stations to come together.
And you've worked every station in this kitchen.
I have.
From a line cook.
I have, yeah. It's pretty wild. Yeah. Very grateful for all of that. Trying to keep the wheel going. Okay, and then I'll take you guys to the pass, right?
Yeah.
And everything kind of comes together.
Yep.
Corner. This is where everything is orchestrated and everything comes up in the window. So normally I'll just situate myself here, or chef will situate themselves here for service. We operate out of these KDSs, or like kitchen display systems, which is really awesome. A lot more helpful than just like screaming and yelling out tickets. Normally have like 4 runners up here as well, 4 to 5 runners. Usually they're like carving ducks in their dining room. Usually just one chef with the help of the runners and orchestrate / quality check everything.
I've seen that thing go up to like 70 pages.
Yeah, it's pretty wild up here. So much time spent up here. But the cool thing too is that we have one more bar / like seating area where, if you really want to be in the thick of it and kind of see what we do and how we operate, this is probably the best place to be. Oh, that's it.
We're good. We're gonna go bother wine.
Wine person, yes.
Yes, I think he's with a sales rep right now. But they're wrapping up.
Should have our song also. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Chef.
Happy Wednesday. There are no videos for tonight. We're looking at 150. You've been here for the last few days. Kind of know what to expect. So our house, we're the ones that take care of it. Granted, it might have been a peer, but we take care of each other, right? He's going to be recording family meal. Yeah, so whatever you're picking.
Well,
So what's going down with family meal? You want to tell us?
we are actually making adobo. Well, Ray is here.
Hey.
Is that what's going on over here?
Yes, these are the starches.
Do you still need those?
Everybody does a little part of family meal.
Oh yeah, everybody participates in family meal. It's fun. You can see how the guys get creative, what they do do at home, you know, what they grew up with. Yeah, that's what they're working on.
We're doing a little Filipino moment today, so we did some pancit, some vegetarian pancit. Really classic little dish in the Philippines. Classic steamed rice, and then our beautiful and gorgeous chicken adobo. Chicken adobo was kind of like a stewed soy sauce, vinegared chicken, and it goes great with steamed rice.
Thank you, Ray.
Of course.
Thank you. So the line cooks literally just went through the whole.
Yeah, they did.
So you
they killed
have
it.
something you can put over for audio as you eat and stuff like this. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Except for this one.
So we're going first, second, and third course. So you guys can go with garde-manger, and then we got hot appetizers and buns. So or I think just buns next. So it'll be garde-manger, buns, and
Are you TV ready? 2 seconds. There we go. There we go. Corner, corner, corner. Come in, come in. I can't really say I used to work this station because I only worked here during the day. And nighttime is when it really goes down. What you got there, chef?
So this is our fresh sliced tuna today. We're about to make a tuna dish, about 70 grams.
Big eye?
Big eye tuna. Gets a little bit of white soy sauce. Gets a little bit of fresh diced strawberries as well.
Are those Harry's berries?
These are Harry's berries. A little bit sweeter than usual strawberry. A little bit of pine nuts as well. Some fresh chive. And this here gets all mixed up together. This here will go straight on the plate. And then to finish this off here, we gotta come to the freezer.
What you getting in that? Of that?
Getting a little bit of foie gras that we roll up and freeze, and we got a little bit freshly right on top. I take some of this little block here.
How long have you been working here?
I've been here a little bit over a year and a half now. Nice little hefty portion here. And that right here is our tuna dish.
Thank you, chef.
Yes, sir.
Corner coming out. Corner coming out. Is that the number for the back?
he's plating up the other one as well.
Oh.
I got a couple extra things for you guys.
Okay, cool.
He's plating up a quinilo and a crudo also if you want to check it out.
Corner, corner. That's the quinoa, chef?
Yes, sir.
What's the fish on that?
Fluke.
Fluke.
So we cure it for about an hour, hour and a half. Every day, nice and fresh. Little Thai chili on top. Inside we've got a little bit of brewized shallot and ginger.
Just sending out this food.
A little bit of fresh cracked pepper. A little calamansi
Feel the
juice.
sense of urgency in this kitchen. How many covers you guys think you're gonna do?
Maybe touch 2.
Yeah?
Maybe touch 200. We'll see. I don't like seeing the reds come up on my screen, honestly. Try to beat those. A little Delfino cilantro.
Yo, these computers are scary. They're like, I've seen that thing go like 7-8 pages deep before.
I've only been here for about 2 months now, so I haven't seen anything too crazy yet. I think
Liking it?
Oh, I love it here. It's kind of what I was looking for out of a job for right now.
you say about Chef James's leadership?
He's kind but stern. You know, he's never seen him yell at anybody, but he definitely gets his point across on expectations really well.
Yeah. I remember one time he told me that he was disappointed, and that changed how I worked here for the rest of my tenure.
Right, you never want to hear that again.
No.
He gives compliments when compliments are due. He lets you know when you're doing something wrong. It's definitely nice.
What is that, Chef? What's
So
the green?
garage flowers, those are Delfino cilantro.
Okay.
So nice thin leaf cilantro. Garage flowers, and then just finish with a little bit of chive oil. Nice plate with nice on there. Keep it nice and cold. Sure. That's a quinoa right there.
Thank you, Chef. Scott Crudo coming out.
Yes, sir. He's working on that guy right there right now.
Let's get up on him on Scalacrudo. Alright, walk us through this, Chef.
So far, I have the scallops on the bottom. They've been slightly cooked in kombu, which is just a little bit of seaweed. And then you have a Meyer lemon dashi. Those white things I just placed on the thing were pickled daikon. Now we're gonna go in with some Meyer lemon strips. Place
Are
them-
those fresh? Are those pickled?
These are pickled. Go around. Follow up with some of this ice plant here.
Those are crazy.
Nice crystallized little succulent. Some drops of some chive oil. Some habanero kosho.
What's that, Chef?
This is some habanero kosho. Add a little bit of spice to it.
Kenny. Yes, sir.
Anthony.
Nice to meet you.
Hell yeah, guys. I'm willing to take some James if you guys want to do some tags.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Sweet. Corner. Thanks, Jones. Corner. Corner.
You'll probably have to reshoot the plates now that the lighting has changed.
Yeah, I do actually. Great idea.
And then you'll have some lo-fi, something like that you guys want to write and put underneath everything. Okay. Grindcore. So the big eye tuna.
Could get a laugh.
I'm sure
for a
somebody-
half a second, you know.
And then it'll get immediately old.
Yeah.
Funyuns?
Here we are, the heralded Momofuku smoked pork belly bun and shrimp bun.
Ricardo, you come to the lead on camera?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Ricardo. He's going to pick up some buns for us. Five shrimp buns and five pork. Okay. Yeah, so we're walk us through what you're doing. I'm going to stay out of the shot, so Adam's just going to capture you doing your thing. All right. Yeah, just be loud.
So we're gonna start off with the shrimp patty.
The bun station at Momofuku is the bucking bronco of this rodeo. Don't be fooled at the simplicity of the dishes. Ricardo, like every cook that worked the bun station before him, knows that if you can't execute here, you can't execute anywhere. But if you can master this station, you can do anything in this restaurant.
Got 5 pork buns. We hit it with the hoisin sauce. 5. And for our shrimp patty bun, we hit it with spicy mayo. Then Then our pork bun takes cucumber in the bottom.
Momofuku is the brainchild of David Chang, restaurateur, author, and culinary disruptor. He made a name for himself by challenging the status quo and tearing down the walls between fine dining and comfort food with unapologetic boldness. You won't find Chang in the kitchen as often these days, but the legacy he built is trusted to the chefs you see here. They carry the torch with the same relentless drive, innovation, and refusal to compromise.
With shredded lettuce on top of the shrimp bun. I'm gonna hit it with the pork for the pork belly bun. Chef Taylor, can you grab me a plate for five buns, 2 of them, please? Setting up our bun.
It has a hole, so.
Pork belly bun.
Yo, thank you, chef.
For sure. No worries. Thank you, Anthony.
Appreciate it.
Over on the grill, a Iberico Pluma, Spain's answer to Wagyu. It gets a perfect sear and is served like a steak. Its rich marbling is balanced by the agrodolce, a brown butter sauce with peaches and peppers.
Pigs, get that on the grill. Alright, we have our chicken with our chicken.
At the same station, we have the infamous chicken and collard greens. A carefully composed dish with more steps than you think. After a koji brine, it's steamed, fried, glazed, baked, rested, and sliced before landing on a bed of collard greens braised in coconut milk. Every step, every detail is intentional. How else could you turn a simple chicken and collard greens dish into a core memory?
Until we get to our internal temp, and then we'll let it rest, and once it's rested, we'll slice it up, serve it. It's gonna go with our coconut milk braised collard greens. I'll show you guys that step as we get the chicken into the oven. So as you can see, we just flash fry it, just so we can get that skin, nice color. Just a little quick cook. We're gonna finish this in the oven. From the fryer, we'll go ahead, move over here, get our insult glaze. Get a nice glaze going first. I'll do this process about 2 more times between the cook. We'll get a nice color. 395 degrees, 3% humidity. Set a 5-minute timer for the first step. Go ahead and flip my fork. After that process, right here is what we put on our Iberico Pluma. This is basically our sweet and sour sauce and agrodolce. We mix it with brown butter, gochujang powder, and then we heat it up. And then afterwards, we'll add some grilled peaches and as well as teardrop peppers. Try to get nice grill marks. We're looking for an internal temp of 135. With the sauce, we just let it bubble up a bit. Don't let it reduce too much or it'll get too bitter. Sherry vinegar in it, help break out the richness from the brown butter. As you can see, the skin starts to crisp up. It's the one thing about the Chidori chicken that's so great is that Chidori chicken naturally has a thinner skin, so when you do cook it, it's going to be a lot crispier. Another glaze, throw it back in. Five out, 2-4. 5 out, 2-4. With this pork, you can get to a nice pink, nice red medium. Can't go wrong with that. Nice rosy red. Peaches, teardrop peppers, just enough sauce. Finish it with some sexy scallions. Black pepper, freshly ground. White plate. Beautiful. Come on, boys. So with the chicken, we're actually looking to hit about 140 degrees. The process of this cook is done about 4 times, from the brine to the steam to the fry to the oven. So our actual temp that we hit is 140, so when we let it rest, it'll get up to that 158, 160s, but it'll be nice and juicy. Chicken, we get served with our collard greens. So I'll warm these up. Always taste. Pepper. Dash of cherry. Was this on the menu when you were here? No. This is David's favorite dish. Chicken? Yeah. He really likes this dish. He really likes it a lot. Collard greens are different. I'm not used to collard greens cooked in coconut milk. Yeah. That's a different thing. That's Chef James. But they're absolutely delicious. We use mushroom powder, confit garlic, sherry vinegar, a little bit of salt because we'll adjust it on the line so we don't have to use too much. Fresh, obviously cracked black pepper, and coconut milk. And we braise it in there. Anywhere between like an hour, 2 hours maybe, just depending on how the batch is going. But it's got a real nice sweetness. It's not overpowering, not too rich. Goes very well with that chicken. Chicken has a nice sodium to it. You love the soup. Collards. Obviously you can tell nice and juicy. Fan it out. The way I like to put it is you cook this chicken, fan it out so the guests can see how beautiful it looks. Stack it up nice and neat. Collards on the bottom, nice and tight. Some chicken chicharron. Maldon salt. Dash of lime. And that's it.
Thank you, Chef.
10 out of 10.
This. This is for you guys.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
I'll plate up your food as soon as Where do you want me to take it?
95. Thank you, Chef.
Corner. 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 That shit was fire. Corner.
That was a beauty.
You already heard all about the chicken, so I can tell you about it. It's delicious, definitely one of my favorite things. And in case nobody can tell you, David Chang, when he tried this chicken, said, "That's the best fucking thing that we've ever made in Las Vegas." So,
The cook. Chef, what's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so just walk us through the cauliflower. It looks like a pretty quick but delicious pick.
Yeah, it's definitely one of our quicker pickups up here. I mean, all we're really doing is frying them up and we're tossing it with our pineapple fish sauce vinaigrette.
Okay.
A little salt, crispy
Is that a
rice.
vegan fish sauce?
It is, yeah.
Get up in
Yeah,
there.
once we get this done, we still do a bit of pinch salt, nothing crazy. Make sure we do about 2 of them. Then we do our crispy rice, a little bit of herb mix, which is just gonna be cilantro, mint, green onion, nothing crazy. And then we'll do our pineapple fish sauce vinaigrette. We've got onions, pickled Fresnos, jalapenos in here. Just a lot of good flavor. Always make sure we get a good taste of it. It's one of those dishes that can be a little hit or miss on our seasoning. I would call that pretty good. Fish sauce in there. And then just to top it off, it's just going to be salt and crispy rice. One word mix. Get it all freshened up. Make sure we have enough peppers in there.
The golden fried cauliflower, a vegan dish.
Gotcha, guys.
It's interesting because its subtle sweetness and depth make it the pound for pound champ on the menu. Usually you sit at a restaurant and you wouldn't think to order the cauliflower. In this occasion, that would be a huge mistake.
Yo, Chef, thank you for having us. Dinner was delicious. That was amazing. We got to try the chicken, the pork chop, the heralded bao buns. Something that we heard like probably 2 or 3 times was that chicken dish that you put on the menu is David Chang's favorite dish ever at Momofuku.
Oh, gee.
Is that true?
It is true. Yes, it is true. I love Dave. I appreciate his comments a lot, but I try not to take them to the heart that much. But yeah, it is a true story. Just like he came in one day for F1, and he just ordered a full chicken to himself.
Don't blame him.
Yeah, and he definitely said it was the best dish that came out of this place. Again, I can't really attest to any of that just because I haven't been here the entire time, but it was definitely a really nice compliment. It's whatever.
Okay, so everyone, like when I worked here, I remember I came up to you on the line. We had a really brutal day of service. And you told me, Anthony, I expect better from you. I was like, damn. But I realized like you always keep your cool no matter how intense things get. And you're doing sometimes 5, sometimes 6, 700 covers? 700 covers.
Yeah.
That's an insane number. A lot of people will never see that in their entire life. Do you like study leadership outside of work?
Ah, man, what a great question. Yeah, just like with that cycle of abuse and cycle of trauma, you have to realize at one point if you're continuing it on to the next generation, just developing that awareness. I'm really grateful I've also had a really good chef at one point in time when I was living in Denmark. It's kind of that voice in my head now. Yeah, I think that's the most important part of doing those higher volume services and working within the team is just really honing in on the leadership skills and what it means to be a chef, because I think we all just have an idea of a chef just being someone who cooks and puts out great food and holds creativity to the highest regard. Where's solid leadership in that mix? Yeah, try to put leadership at the very top. At least that's like my priority. But it's a never-ending journey, just like self-learning, understanding oneself. I feel like that is the same journey for being a leader. Hopefully that wasn't too long-winded.
No, that was great. We got any other questions, boys?
Oh boy.
I don't think I do. I personally.
Do you see yourself working at Momofuku for the rest of your life?
I gotta say that on camera.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be pretty real, I guess, and vulnerable, even if it does get out there. I never really wanted to be the executive chef in the first place. I think that's something that you probably knew at the time, too.
And that's probably a good thing for most leaders. People kind of seeking power are sometimes the people that shouldn't have it.
Yeah. Just all kind of fell into place at one point where, the rapport with the team was strong enough, and I had a lot of other people believe in me and ask me many times. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I haven't seen solid leadership here in a minute, and it seems like so transient, and everybody just comes to Momofuku to put that name on the resume and go elsewhere, respectively. That's the name of the game sometimes.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
Just wanted to also end that cycle for a little bit and be here for a while. So I can't say for, forever. I've already been here for 5 years. I feel like in the kitchen Asian world, that's a really, really, really long time. But hopefully for the next foreseeable few years, and also training somebody, who's currently with me, my executive sous chef. Hopefully I can get him to that point, to where he can take over my role one day, and the transition of leadership is clean, I suppose, and just give all the other chefs an opportunity to also run this place. And I do have an idea of what I would like to do afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone who has worked under you, speaks very highly of you. He's very grateful that you're the one bossing him around.
It's such a strange thing, but I will accept it, and I always keep that in my mind. I try to honor that. Try to also not operate from a place of ego. I think that's the hardest part as well with this bit and this role. You can be a good leader, but you don't have to demean people. You don't have to berate. Is that the word?
Yeah. Even though it's fun.
Even though it's fun, it's also easier. It's the easiest route to go. Just yelling at somebody and just taking no accountability and kind of just walking away yeah, I fucking did that. Yeah, I did. And I don't give a fuck. But I really do. I give a huge fuck, which is why I try to control my emotions or to the best of my ability and just lead with a more present and aware, consciousness, I suppose.
Yeah.
Hope I don't sound too far out there, but...
No. I think anybody that's worked in this industry, no matter how long they have, they're going to see the footage of just an individual cook without you there, without any sort of precedent. We just walk into their station and everything is beautiful, clean, and precise.
I'm so glad.
And delicious as hell.
That's the most important. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I'm glad you all enjoyed. I think that's a testament, hopefully, to what we got going on here.
Merit-based, all right? Thank you, Chef.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cut cam?
And
Sweet.
cut.
Good. No.